In this section, we are going to take a look at the event viewer in Windows Server. So in order to open the event viewer, I'm going to hit on the start menu. I'm going to click on the start menu and then type event viewer and press enter. The event viewer is basically the logs for the local system. And notice on the left hand side here, if you expand on the Windows logs, we have mainly 4 different types of logs here under the Windows section. One is the application logs. This one contains important events, or this one contains important events for applications running in the system. Then there is the security logs. This one contains events for anything that is security related on the computer or the local system. Usually this has to do with login failures or login events, or accessing a specific resource on the Active Directory or the local computer. Privilege escalation. Then there is the setup logs. This one is about the installation and setup process of the operating system. Then there is the system logs. This one has to do with anything related to the local system, the local computer. And then there is the forward events. This is to collect events from another computer, from other computers in a central location. Here on the application and services logs, if you expand on this, you have logs about DNS server. You also have logs about Active Directory web services, directory services. But mainly in this video, we are going to focus on the Windows logs. So notice that if I click on the application logs, here on the main area, I can see all the events that have been logged for the applications running on the system. If you click on a particular event, here at the bottom, you can see on the general section more details specific to that event. You can see the name of the application and the event ID and other information. If you click on the details tab, you can get a more detailed information about that specific event. Notice here on the event section that you have the type of the level of event. Usually it is information, or information usually means that this just information, nothing critical happened. You also have errors, critical events, and warnings. You also have the date and time that this event was recorded, the source, usually the application that recorded that event, the event ID, and the category. Okay, so notice that here on the right hand side, and there are a list of actions that I can take on that specific event log. So for example, if I wanted to filter the current logs, because if I wanted to search only for error events, and notice that I might have thousands of events displaying here, and I don't want to scroll going through each individual, so I can take advantage of the filter current log. So I'm going to click on this link here, and let's say for example that I wanted to view or display the events that have happened in the last 24 hours. So I'm going to click on last 24, and instead of selecting every single type of level, I'm only interested in displaying errors and critical events, okay, and warnings. This is extremely useful when troubleshooting anything that goes wrong with the local system. And notice that the event logs selected the application logs, and for the event ID, I'm going to leave it as default, all event IDs. And here on the keyword, if I expand on this drop down menu, I can select the type of keyword. I'm going to leave it blank, and I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And notice that I don't have any critical errors in the last 24 hours, so I might need to change this to let's say the last 7 days. Go ahead and click OK. and now the filter is actually displaying the errors that have happened in the last 7 days. So notice that under the level section, under the level column, these are errors, and so these are very helpful when helping you troubleshoot a specific problem on the system. You can come here and clear the filter. Do not click on clear the log, because you're going to clear all the logs for that specific application log. So go ahead and click on clear filter. Additionally, you can choose to save that filter. Let's say, for example, that I'm trying to troubleshoot a specific problem in the system, and I want to continue to come back to this specific filter. So instead of running the filter again, I can choose to save the filter. So I'm going to go ahead and save the filter as a custom view, and I'm going to name it application errors and warnings 7 days. Okay, and so I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And notice that if I expand on the custom view, now I have this custom filter saved here, so I can come back to this filter and it's going to already apply the filter that I saved for the application log.